Okay, so my name is Roktam Rajpal, and this is my second wrestling related audio video. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the Royal Rumble 2013 with special emphasis on the main event between The Rock and CM Punk. The Royal Rumble has always been an event that has been synonymous with a very dynamic type of competition. It's an event that has over the years given us many historical movements, pleasant memories, and undoubtedly uncomparable thrills. So, this year, the Royal Rumble featured the traditional 30-man Royal Rumble over the top rope elimination match and the World Heavyweight title match between Alberto Del Rio and his opponent, The Big Show, in addition to The Rock and CM Punk match. Now, very briefly, when one talks about the Royal Rumble match, the 30-man Royal Rumble match, one of the basic things that comes to mind is surprise entrance. So this year, too, there were some surprise entrants. The Golden One, Goldust, The Godfather, Chris Jericho, and Sin Cara. However, unfortunately, this time around the surprise entrants were not, as powerful as last time. Their impact last time was a lot more. Agreed, Jericho put on a very good show. Goldust was good and he generated quite a good pop. However, the Godfather was a total waste of time. They could have used someone like Psychotic Sid, Vader, Jakes the Snake Roberts in his place. Nonetheless, overall the Royal Rumble match was pretty good and had some very good movements, such as Dolph Ziggler's awesome selling of the Code Breaker and Kofi Kingston's remarkable survival instincts. The way he survived sure shot elimination was exceptional and definitely worth a huge round of applause. Moving on. John Cena won this match by last eliminating the man they call Ryback. Now, Ryback and John Cena too had a pretty impressive mini matchup towards the end, with Ryback dominating Cena but falling short and getting eliminated. So, if one talks on a rate of rating the Royal Rumble match, I would give it a rating of 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Next up is Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show, last man standing for the World Heavyweight Championship. An excellent match with great storytelling, great violence, and enjoyable spots. Del Rio prevailed by defeating The Big Show. The Big Show and Del Rio's in-ring chemistry was excellent. Plus, the massive spot in which Del Rio was choke slammed through a table too was amazing. The match ended in a rather bizarre fashion with the Big Show getting his legs duct taped to the ropes. So nonetheless, this again was a very good match which had some excellent in-ring storytelling, great chemistry, and a few memorable movements. So I would give this a rating of 3. Again, a rating of 3 out of 5. Next up is Team Hell No, that is Kane and Daniel Bryan against the team of Rhodes Scholars, Sandow and Cody Rhodes. Now, this particular match was good in the sense that it highlighted some of the basic essential qualities that are associated with good tag wrestling. Daniel Bryan and Kane worked well as a team, and on the whole, the match impressed. The only flaw maybe was that the finish was a bit too easy, though it again highlighted old school tag team wrestling, but nonetheless, the finish could have been a bit better with maybe, you know, a double team maneuver or something doing the trick for the champions. So I would rate this match as 2.5 out of 5. Next up, the big one. Big one, CM Punk versus the great one, the Brahma Bull, the People's Champ. 10 years ago, The Rock last held the WWE title. He dropped it, I believe, to Brock Lesnar, who became the youngest WWE champion at that time. So, the Royal Rumble was going to be a big test for The Rock because it would be a test of his physical ability as well as his ability to tell a good story alongside a man who has truly earned the title of best in the world. So CM Punk's historic 400-day plus reign against the hopes of the people. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So I'm showboating nonetheless. So coming back. Now this match had a slight story behind it. Now back at Raw 1000, The Rock declared that he would face the champion at the Royal Rumble. Now at that time, CM Punk's title reign wasn't as legendary as it was prior to its termination. So it was no shock that CM Punk turned on The Rock and ultimately ended up holding the title right through to the Royal Rumble, where he was set to face The Rock. So now this particular match had another stipulation, the stipulation being that if the Shield interfered in the match, Punk would be stripped. Now let us see how well the match played out with these background facts well known. The match started off as a very quick, aggressive type of match with The Rock and CM Punk going in for the unconventional start, which involved a lot of body punches and body blows. Within seconds, it was old school Rock once again, and old school Rock decided to take it and lay the smackdown on CM Punk. Now, The Rock was carrying some injuries, some K-Furby injuries from an earlier assault by the Shield. And, well, this aspect too was exploited pretty well as the reigning champion, the defending champion, repeatedly targeted the wounded midsection of the challenger. Furthermore, the match also, in a way, hinted at the knee injuries sustained by CM Punk a few days ago, as CM Punk was, not too comfortable while landing off a high risk move, and then he had some difficulties in walking afterwards. But nonetheless, this match lived up to its hype, and because of the very eminent heel and face dynamic involved, it turned out to be a better match as far as storytelling was concerned than the Rock and John Cena match at WrestleMania 28. Now the Shield did interfere, and the way in which their interference was showcased was something that was very remarkable, as it became very evident that they would not leave any trace. They did deliver the triple power bomb to The Rock, but that was under the veil of darkness. However, the big surprise was that when the lights came out and The Rock was finally rolled back into the ring, he was pinned by CM Punk. And I literally had tears in my eyes when I saw this. But the tears became tears of joy very soon as the chairman of the board ordered for the match to be restarted. And once the match restarted, oh my goodness, the Great One laid the smack down and told CM Punk to proverbially shut his mouth. He delivered a spine buster and then the people's elbow to pick up the win. So, all in all, this was a match that reeked of awesome in ring psychology, good storytelling, and two people who were physically well matched. The Rock went toe to toe with Punk and matched him move for move, something that is not expected of a 40-year-old man, and something that clearly proves that The Rock still has it. So I would rate this match as 3.5 out of 5. So if you look at it this way, my ratings for this particular event overall would be, you would say, round about 3.5 by 5 overall. So on the whole, a good event, and an event which definitely puts us on the road to WrestleMania. And oh, yes, on a side note, I nearly forgot that there is any other sport apart from wrestling while watching this. So I am proud to be a member of the WWE Universe. And WWE now, WWE then, WWE forever.